On one hand, there is massive destruction that we've witnessed because of the landslides. Over 100 people, over 1,000 people rescued and hundreds more injured. Meanwhile, of course, the aftermath is at the relief camps where people are struggling. People, of course, but have hope because thousands of volunteers have come together to provide them essentials that they need. Many of them were, rescued from their homes, had to run away from their homes without even, one single piece of clothing with them. Here at, shelter camps that have been set up in various parts of Wayanad, this particular one at a school in Mepadi, you can see clothes being distributed, footwear being distributed, medicines being distributed. While on one hand, there is massive destruction and devastation that the three landslides at Churalmala, Mundukai and surrounding areas brought to the fore. On the other hand, there are stories, of course, of resilience, of efforts that have been put in by our rescue personnel, by our forces, that really have changed the course of this entire search and rescue operation. One such example is this bridge that I am right now standing at. A bridge that was earlier washed away because of the landslide and now has been rebuilt by the Indian Army. The Madras Engineering Group, of course, constructing this bridge in less than about 48 hours. It was a task considering the amount of rains that were coming in. But more importantly, it was absolutely essential because they had to move earth movers on top. Now you can see an earth mover coming in from Mundukai village. The reason that was able to get there is the bridge that I'm right now standing at. Apart from that, of course, for the people moving, bringing in essentials, for the rescue teams coming in here, for the ambulances coming here as well, we saw on day one zip lines being used to move injured, to move mortal remains, and a small makeshift bridge, in fact, that was used earlier to, help people cross this river. That is, of course, cutting across this stretch. But right now, we are looking at, of course, big efforts, and more important, big efforts that was put in by the army, because of which big dividends. And more importantly, the entire search operation at Mundukai, of course, has become quite extensive. The entire process has become much more faster thanks to the efforts of the Indian Army. How the last couple of days have been, and how difficult has the terrain been, how difficult has the rescue and search operation?
Since the 30th, when this tragic incident occurred, the Indian Army has been working tirelessly. We have mobilized on war footing from various places across South India, from Trivandrum, from Bangalore, from Kannur and Kozhikode, to move here by air and by road, so that we are effective here at the shortest possible time to assist in the rescue and relief operations.
Okay. Now, when we are, looking at today how the efforts are going on, when people look at it, it's been over 3 days now. It's about 3 days after the landslide. Is there any hope that people could still be found alive, or is it predominantly now a search operation that's going to go on?
We are hoping always that people are found alive, because we are still searching with the hope that there would be someone alive under the debris somewhere. So while our efforts are towards going to all areas and searching, our hope is somebody is alive. But as each day passes, the situation looks grimmer and grimmer.
Even after 24 hours since three massive landslides hit different parts of Churalmala and other areas in Wayanad, the rescue operations continue in full swing. As you can see behind me, of course, at this point in time, the Army, the NDRF, the fire personnel and various other teams along with earth movers, zip lines, they're still, of course, carrying out various operations. Few people still trapped in neighboring areas. As we, at this point in time, look at these rescue operations that are underway, we have Brigadier Arjun Shegan here with us, who's, of course, been given in charge of the entire operation here as far as rescue and relief is concerned. Sir, if you could take us through what's exactly the situation right now, because we believe from about 3 to 4 kilometers from here there are people who still possibly could be trapped.
Yes, that's correct. As you would be aware, we had this massive landslide which was night before last, and since morning yesterday our rescue efforts are ongoing. The effort is somewhat delayed and constrained because the only bridge which was linking us to the affected area has been washed away, as you've just pointed your camera in that direction. So our effort now is to immediately put in a bridge, and so that we can move earth moving equipment, JCBs, etc., and hasten our rescue effort. Right now we have close to 600 or 700 rescuers from the Army, Navy, the NDRF, the State Police and volunteers. But the effort is somewhat hampered because they are doing the digging and excavation manually. What we need is some engineer equipment, some earth moving equipment.
As you speak, I think some of your personnel in the army have created that bridge. That's the way through which, of course, I made my way in. The NDRF are making their way in. Is there an effort now that's going to be put in to ensure that that bridge is made more, larger, or in a way that earth movers or other heavy equipment can be brought in?
Yes, we are strengthening that bridge, but that is primarily for human movement and for movement of casualties who can be carried on stretchers.
Yeah.
But for the rescue effort inside, for digging under the rubble, we need earth moving equipment.
Yeah.
This bridge will not suffice for that,
Yeah.
so we are creating a second bridge, which you just showed us a little while ago.
Yeah. How long is that expected to take?
We hopefully by tomorrow morning we should get it through.
Okay.
In the meanwhile, as you can see, if you pan your camera towards the back, you can see all these rescue teams going up.
Yeah.
So as of now, we are trying to do as much as we can with the human effort. But this bridge will take time. We are hoping that by tomorrow we'll get it up and ready.
Well, it's a humongous effort being put in by each one of you. Thank you for your efforts as well, sir. Well, like I mentioned, of course, all the teams right now, the efforts would be to ensure that while people who could walk, people who could be spotted have already been brought down, now the efforts are to look for people who are probably buried under the debris, who are probably stuck inside their homes, and for that they say heavier equipment is needed, and that's the effort right now that's going to be on by the army in particular to ensure that the bridge is built at the earliest. With video journalist Pradeep, this is Deepak Bopana for Times Now.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.